it's Rochelle here, and I wanted to go over basically my eye routine that I do every day. So I start off with Lash Extend. Right here is pretty amazing. It helps increase your lashes over only weeks, about 25% fuller. So what I do is I just go ahead and pull it out, kind of wipe it off on the side, and then what I'm going to do is just drag it along my lash line, and you're going to want to apply on the top and bottom. And I basically do this because I'm trying not to use lash extensions. So now I'm going to do the other eye. So you do this morning and night, and then just let it dry before you apply your eye makeup. Okay, so now that that's dry, I'm going to go ahead and take Candlelight, which is one of our shadows, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a little dab underneath the eye. I like to use this to prime my eyelids and then also conceal any dark circles under my eye. So now I'm just going to kind of, you can use your finger, or I'm going to take this angled brush and then just kind of smooth it out. And this will give me a nice base for my shadows that I'm going to apply. Okay, so one of my favorite shadows to use is Pink Posy. It's a gorgeous color, and I like to use this one on my lid. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a tiny bit on my lid, and then I'm going to use a kind of like a flat brush to blend that in. It gives it like that real pretty, like rosy color. And I'm just gonna pat so that I keep the intensity of the color. And if you feel like you need a little bit more, I would let it dry and then go ahead and apply a little more. Don't try to like glob it on all at the same time. Okay, so I want to go a little more intense with the color, so I'm going to go ahead, and there's a ton of color on here. It's a newer tube, so I'm just going to basically swipe some off real quick and then go ahead and go back in. And this time I'm going to try not to move the brush around so much, maybe just kind of tap more so you can see the color becomes more intense. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take Garnet, which is a darker brown, and I'm just going to go ahead and put just the tiniest bit in my crease, again wiping off any additional excess that might be at the tip. We don't want to put too much on at one time. So I'm just going to put those two little dots, and I'm going to take my rounded blending brush and go ahead and blend from the outer corner in. Again, going in just a little bit at a time until you get the desired look that you want. I would not, like I said, put too much on at one time. Again, using my rounded blending brush, and the brushes I'll go ahead and notate at the bottom of the video so you guys can check it out. again, blending from the outer corner in. So you can see, just gives it like a deeper brown to it. And then if you feel like you need a little bit more, you can go ahead and add a little bit more. But that's typically about the shade that I like it. So next I'm going to take my little metal blending palette. I use this one every day. I'll notate that one down below as well. I'm going to take just a little bit of the Onyx ShadowSense. This is one of my everyday colors that I use. I'm going to use this. I'm just going to put a tiny bit right there on my palette. And then I'm also going to mix it with Garnet, which I used on my crease. And the nice thing that I love about our ShadowSense is that you can mix them but get a different color or use out of it. You know, it's not just for your eyes. You can use it for pretty much anything. So I'm going to go ahead and mix the two shades together, and this is what I'm going to use to fill in my eyebrows. So that's the nice thing. You can have several colors and mix them up and use them as blush, as primer, as under eye concealer. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows with the ShadowSense mix. And this is probably one thing I cannot leave the house with, is my eyebrows. So I just kind of do it using my normal shape. I don't do anything crazy like thicken them or anything. I just follow my normal shape. And you can see the huge difference, like how much more that opens up my eye. So here's with, and then here's without. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye now. And then you can take the, like if you have a brush at the end or like a separate brush, you can just take it and kind of brush it out to give it a little bit more of a natural look. I'm just going to go ahead and fix this spot. I'm going to take Onyx and I'm going to line my and this is a shadow, so again this is the one that I used on my eyebrows with Garnet, and I'm going to go ahead and use this one to line my eye with eyeliner, and I'm going to use the tip right on the applicator. I'm going to use that pointy side, and I'm just going to like kind of pull on my eye and then line it. I want it a little more darker or intense, you can just go back through. I'm not doing a winged liner today, but if you do want a wing liner, I recommend using like a thinner brush or an angled brush. It's a little easier to get that line. Line it back up. And this will last me all day. I don't need to reapply. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I have, this is our UnderSense, and then this is our waterproof mascara. It's a 2-in-1 product. So what I do is I just go ahead and wipe off the excess, and then you're going to want to go ahead and brush your eyelashes to get the product on there. And you can see this is going to make it fuller. You can see that product. And then you're going to want to put it on the top and bottom. So this side is going to be the lash builder and extender. So you're going to want to put that on first, and then you're going to follow up with the mascara next. So this is the mascara. And I'm going to apply that right over the UnderSense. Make sure to get the top two in case you got any of the UnderSense on top. You don't want it to be gray. And I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom lash. Okay, and then you can let that dry and then apply another layer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a second layer real quick. Top and bottom. Okay, and now that I have my eyebrows, my shadow and mascara and eyeliner on, and next what I'm going to do is I like to take Sandstone Pearl, which is just like a neutral color, and I'm going to use that. I like to use it on the top here to clean up my line on my eyebrows and just give a little more definition. So what I'm going to do is take pretty much like a small rounded shadow brush, and I'm just going to kind of wipe it on there just to get a little bit of color. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right underneath my eyebrow and create a line just to clean up any smudges, give it a little more definition, and then kind of blend it in so that the line's not so harsh. Okay, and then I'm going to do it to the other side as well. So go ahead and get some color off, and then go right in and clean up that line. And you can do the top part too. For that one, you can use a little bit of the color correcting tinted moisturizer or the foundation that you used. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit on my palette and then go ahead and clean up around my eyebrows as well. And then you can just kind of blend it out. Do the same thing on the other side. And just kind of blend it out. And there you go, my finished eye look. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put on some Lipsense, and I am good to go for the rest of the day. So if you want to see more, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and you'll stay up to date with any new videos that I have for you. So I want you guys to have a good day, and thanks again for watching.